Good evening, everyone. It's now 7 o'clock p.m. on Tuesday, October 24th, 2023. I'd like to welcome you all to the Richland County Council zoning public hearings. This meeting would now come to order. Madam Clerk, would you please take the roll?
Brenham,
Here.
Pugh,
Here.
McBride, Livingston,
Here.
Teratio,
Here.
Weaver,
Here.
Barron,
Here.
Walker,
Here.
Mackey,
Here.
English,
Present.
Newton.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Before I get to the next item on the agenda, which is any additions or deletions to the agenda, Mr. Price, you recognize anything you have to add?
No, sir. I believe we don't have any official deferrals for this case. And I'm not sure if there's anything that council may want to take up at the addition deletions.
Gotcha. Thank you, Mr. Price. So next item on the agenda would be additions and deletions to the agenda. Any additions or deletions or changes? I know, Mr. Branham, you had mentioned something to me just before the meeting. So if there's something you want to, if you want to take that up now, you can.
Okay, thank you. Yes, as to agenda items 5A1 and 2, I'm asking to delete those. We'd like those matters deferred to A1 to December and A2 to November. I had the opportunity to go over that with both the applicants and those who were here to speak on those cases today.
Okay. There additional additions or changes to the agenda? Okay. Entertain a motion to adopt the agenda as amended.
So moved. Second.
Smith.
Just a question, Mr. Chair. Are we doing anything with those items that Mr. Brown just mentioned?
No, we're not doing anything. He wants those items deferred. Now, we can take it up as a motion to defer, but he's asking to amend the agenda. So we're just,
Okay.
so we're going to have the agenda amended to reflect. That's why I said the motion is to amend the agenda as adopted. Adopt the agenda as amended.
Clear now, thank you.
Okay. So motion's been seconded. Any additional discussion? There being none. Madam Clerk?
Brenham,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
All right, next item on the agenda is item 5, open public hearings. And in light of Mr. Branham's request to have the agenda amended, it appears that item 3 is going to become 1, item 4 will become 2, item 5 will become 3, item 6 will become 4, and item 7 will become 5. So next item on the agenda is item 5A1, which is case number 23-030MA. Name of the applicant is Fan Disharoon. This is a request to change the zoning designation from office and institutional district to residential, single-family, low density. 0.37 acres is the acreage. Location 1528 LeGrand Road, TMS number R19100-07-01. The Planning Commission recommends approval, 7-1. Staff recommends disapproval. That public hearing is now open. Madam Vice Chair, anyone sign up to speak?
No, Mr. Chair.
All right, that public hearing is now closed. I would entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair,
You recognize, Ms. Barron?
move to approve.
Second.
Been moved to properly second. Any discussion? There being none, Madam Clerk, take the vote.
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Next item on the agenda is item 5A2, case number 23-031MA. Name of the applicant is Mohammed Badur. This is a request to change the zoning designation from rural to general commercial. Location of the property is 825 Hallbrook Drive, acreage 16.2 acres, TMS number R19100-07-01. Planning Commission recommends disapproval, 7-1. Staff recommends disapproval. That public hearing is now open. Madam Vice Chair, anyone sign up to speak?
Yes, Mr. Chair, we had one individual sign up to speak for the project this evening, Mr. Mohammed Badora. Okay, if you would come forward, you have 2 minutes to speak if you'd like. If you would state your first and last name as well as your address, and then the timer will start with your 2 minutes.
All right. All right, so this is Mohammed Badura, and address is 7122 Thorncliffe Boulevard. Should I go ahead and start? Right, so for this property, it's, we've been having so many issues with the homeless entering the property. It's an ongoing issue. We paid tens of thousands of dollars to get it cleaned up. Issue reoccurred. And, we really want to solve this once and for all. So what we're trying to do is change this property into general commercial where we could build, primary care, hospitals, or, multiple different projects like restaurants and other projects inside this property. It'll create, hundreds of jobs, and we'll solve the issue of the homeless entering the property. At the same time, even in terms of the street, we're willing to compromise a part of this, property if needed to build an, extra street if, there's going to be traffic conjunction or anything in that form. And, that's basically what we're trying to do. So I think it's great for the city. It'll create tax revenue. It's a big land, 16 acres. I think it's a waste for it just to remain in that position where we're, facing the same issue so many different times. We contacted the police, we contacted sheriff department, everyone about the homeless entering. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it from inside. It's like a mess multiple times. And honestly, we're suffering from this issue, and the neighbors also complained about, the smell in the area and all that type of stuff. So we're all getting negative outcome from this issue, and therefore I think it's good for us to do some sort of project on a commercial project, which is good for everyone in the city and will help everyone. That's
So much. Mr. Chair, that concludes all individuals that have signed up to speak this evening.
Motion.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I accept the recommendations of both the Planning Commission and staff and move to deny.
Second.
Second.
Properly second. None. Madam Clerk?
Branham,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
Livingston, Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes?
Motion to deny approved.
Next item on the agenda is item 5A3, case number 23-037, MA. Name of the applicant is Ernesto Martinez. This is a request to change the zoning designation from general commercial to residential multifamily, medium density, acreage, 0.46 acres. Location 226 Jamaica Street, TMS number R19813-03-04. Planning Commission unanimously recommends approval. Staff recommends disapproval. That public hearing is now open. Madam Vice Chair, anyone sign up to speak?
Yes, Mr. Chair, we have 2 individuals that signed up to speak for the project, for the rezoning this evening. The first is Susan Peach Martinez. Yes, if you would.
Well, Ms. English, you want to be recognized?
Yes, please.
Sure.
I spoke with Martinez, and if there's no objection, I will move to approve this, and there is no need for them to speak. Unless they just want to speak.
I consider it sign up to speak.
Yes, sir.
Ask the other person would like to speak.
Right, so the first, Ms. Martinez, you said you would decline your option to speak. The second is Ernesto Martinez. Would you like to speak, sir, or would you be declining as well? All right, thank you. All right. Mr. Chair, that concludes all individuals that have signed up to speak.
Thank you, Madam Vice Chair. That public hearing is closed. Entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
It's been moved to properly second. Any discussion? There being none, Madam Clerk, take the vote.
Brenham,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes?
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Next item on the agenda is item 5A4, case number 23-038MA. Name of the applicant is Richard Romero. This is a request to change the zoning designation from residential single-family density to commercial acreage 0.58. Location 20 Drive, TMS number R19804-03-15. Planning Commission recommends disapproval, 5-2. Staff recommends disapproval. That public hearing is now open. Madam Vice Chair, anyone sign up to speak?
Yes, Mr. Chair. We have one individual that has signed to speak against the project this evening. Robert, is it Darian? O'Brien, I apologize, sir. I wasn't going to say that. I was
You're just gonna think it, right?
just going to thank you for coming on out. Yes, sir. Mr. O'Brien, if you would, state your first and last name as well as your address, and you'll be given 2 minutes to speak, and you'll hear the timer when your 2 minutes has expired.
Thank you.
Yes.
Name is Robert J. O'Brien. I live at 9604 Highgate Road, Columbia. That's in the Briarwood neighborhood. I'm here, I'm the president of our neighborhood association, 600 families, and this is the third time that this piece of property has come up to be rezoned. We do not approve of it. It's right next to a next to a resident's house, and it's right beside the E.L. Wright Middle School, which will cause more traffic. And also, they're talking about putting a bike trail down the Alpine Road. So I'm here just to say we appreciate your disapproval of this land. This is the last piece of property in our neighborhood that hasn't been built on yet. We're landlocked. So I appreciate the time.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Chair, that concludes all individuals that signed up to speak this evening.
Is now closed. Entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair?
You recognize Ms. Barron or?
Yes.
Ms. Barron?
In Ms. McBride's absence, she did ask if we would move to deny this item.
A second. Properly second. Any discussion? And Madam Clerk?
Brenham,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion to deny approved.
Next item on the agenda is 5A5, case number 23-039MA. Name of the applicant, Alonzo Haynes Jr. This is a request to change the zoning designation from rural to office and institute district. Amount of acreage, 2.69 acres. Location, 1849 Willoughby Street, TMS number R19707-01-06. Planning Commission recommends disapproval, 7-0, and staff recommends disapproval. That public hearing is now opened.
Mr. Chair, no individual signed up to speak this evening.
Now closed. Entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair,
Recognize Ms.
we're going to move to approve, but then have some clarification on that.
Approve. Is there a second?
Second?
Move to properly second. Discussion.
Thank you, Mr.
Go ahead, Ms. English.
Thank you. Just in speaking with the applicant, I've been working with him since August. The neighbors, there are no objections, but also in speaking with staff, I'm going to ask Mr. Geo Price, if I can, to just kind of help me with this along the way.
Yes, first with your motion that we talked about.
Yes, sir.
Right, so,
Price, you recognize.
yes, I believe, Councilwoman English would like to make a motion for approval. However, when it gets to her, she will make a motion, vote opposite of her motion so that this will stay off the consent agenda, for the next zoning public hearing.
And in line with that, this area is in line with the current zoning that's already there. And there are a number of, I won't say there are a number of issues, but with a comprehensive plan, it's not going to fit. But this particular property, for what he wants to do, will fit this area along with the current zoning. So that's why I moved to approve. So thank you. Thank you, Mr. Price.
Discussion. Clerk.
Brenham,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes?
English,
No.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Next item on the agenda, adjournment.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Moved to properly second. It's non-debatable. Madam Clerk, take the vote.
Brenham,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes?
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
We are adjourned.